Hello everybody, welcome back to yet another exciting episode of Ace Attorney Investigations, Miles, Edgeworth, Prosecutor's Pet, episodes 1 through 5. This time we're going to examine this handprint. These finger marks are...
These are unidentified finger marks. We don't know who they belong to. Since no fingerprints were left behind.
Finger marks without fingerprints. These might be related to the case. Frame finger marks added to the court record. Oh, that's cool, because he's a defense attorney. They switched to the defense attorney one. Okay, nice. It's a mystery.
He was probably wearing gloves.
Detective Bad lacks dreams and romance. I don't think there are dreams or romance at a murder scene. Let's see. Oh, we got a plug. This is a fire alarm. I'm just kidding.
Let me say in advance, that's not a dessert. It's the real deal. If you press that, an alarm will sound and security will be contacted. I understand that you want to press it to see what happens, but please restrain yourself.
No, I didn't particularly feel like pressing it.
It's because you're a defense attorney.
I don't think being a defense attorney has anything to do with it. Candelabra.
A dessert in the shape of a candle holder. It's titled Light of Life.
It seems that one of these important lights isn't lit. Is it symbolic, or... I wonder if, like, those are supposed to actually be flames, or if they're part of the dessert. I can't quite tell.
The captain's log of a chocolate ship, which is also made out of chocolate. It seems its title is Journal of Regret.
Running out of rum while drifting at the Red Sea has really made me red with regret, it reads. I don't know what kind of voyage it was, but it doesn't seem very regretful.
The captain's log.
Okay. You can make such a beautiful picture out of chocolate. As expected, a Master Jeff. Is this really chocolate? It looks like an actual picture to me.
Impressive, Sir Attorney. You noticed well. This picture of an angel is not a dessert, but rather the angel's recipe.
The angel's recipe. The prize for the contest. This picture isn't made of chocolate?
Indeed. Within this chocolate frame lies a recipe book. Sir Master told everyone when he explained the rules of the contest to us in this room.
So the contestants knew the recipe was here.
How about it? This frame, don't you think it's missing something?
This must be what Detective Bad was asking Mr. Gustavia about earlier. This chocolate frame, there does seem to be a part that's missing.
That's what's been bothering me as well.
Huh? What's missing? Let me show Raymond the part of the chocolate frame that's missing. Oh, okay. Well, not quite my voice, but whatever. Look closely at this part with the decorations. Can you see that one of them is missing? It's true. It's different from the other decorations.
This imperfect balance in the decorations is not like Sir Master. Upon closer examination, it seems this frame is not the only one with missing parts. We need to investigate further.
Okay.
All the desserts in this room each have one part missing.
Whoa, the candle holder and the sailing tools are all damaged as well. So someone tampered with the crime scene. Hey, cool. Edgeworth's dad also uses logic. Perhaps.
Maybe Master vandalized the room himself to fool us.
Master Jeff wouldn't do that sort of thing to his desserts. Tampered desserts. I wonder if they're connected to the incident. Are you alright, Raymond? This room is way too cold. The fountain patio wasn't very warm either. This room certainly is cold. Do you want to wear my coat? Nope, I'm fine. Because that's something that you promised to give me when I become a defense attorney. Oh, okay. That's right.
Why is the temperature turned down so low? It's been turned down in order to maintain the chocolate's temperature. Why don't you try opening the panel cover on that wall? Panel cover.
Oh. Whoa! There's a secret panel hidden there.
This control panel is installed in all the rooms Sir Master prepared. So as not to detract from the dessert's presentation, the cover was closed to conceal it.
What does the panel do?
It allows you to change the temperature and the lighting in the room. In order to preserve any type of dessert, it can go down to about negative 22 degrees Fahrenheit.
The room would be like a freezer. It's set to 59 degrees. No wonder I thought it was cold. Detective Bad, I'm not allowed to change the temperature, am I?
Preserving the crime scene is the foundation of being a detective.
But I'm not a detective. A defense attorney can't recklessly damage a crime scene either.
Indeed, Sir Assistant. Enduring hardship is also a part of training. In order to preserve chocolate, 59 degrees to 64 degrees is the ideal temperature. The ideal temperature for chocolate, as expected of the dessert chef. No, it is but a trifle. This is basic knowledge that anyone should know if they're a dessert chef. So, what's the ideal temperature for candy and fresh cream? As long as you watch out for humidity and hot temperatures, candy shouldn't melt. For fresh cream, around 50 degrees Fahrenheit is the ideal temperature. You need to watch out for the humidity and hot temperatures for candy. I see.
Detective Bad, he seemed a bit happy when they were talking about candy. Is candy one of his favorite things? I already checked this area earlier, but it never hurts to take another look, except it does. Okay. So we talked to Gustavia, we've examined this place. Let's look over here. Elegant tableware and cookware are placed on the counter. It looks like the same tea set Ms. Hall was using earlier. Was Master Jeff drinking this black tea?
On this tea set, only Jeff Master's fingerprints were found.
Or his fingerprints found on any of the other cookware?
The cookware was washed. Nobody's fingerprints remained.
Or he might have been cooking with gloves on. It seems the only thing here with his fingerprints is the tea set. Cool.
Master used these gloves while making his desserts. They hid his fingerprints.
Certainly, it's possible that they were used for that purpose. But wouldn't you agree that finding cooking gloves in the kitchen is perfectly natural?
Doubt everything. That's my job.
Let's look at the ship. Ooh. So this was where the body was discovered.
Yeah. The body has been removed, but otherwise, the crime scene has remained untouched.
Oh, let's examine it. It seems that the body was discovered inside this chocolate treasure chest.
The person who discovered it was Miss Hall.
I'm gonna change her voice. Okay. I'm gonna try doing a French accent for her that is somehow different than the one I was doing for Regina Barry, enough that they feel like different characters. We'll see how that goes. Monsieur Master, are you in here?
She heard the sound of something breaking inside this room and came in.
I would like a little more information about this. What's this? Something has been dropped inside the treasure chest. This is... It seems to be some kind of seal, with a design and initials carved into it. It looks like a signet crest. Was it the victim's?
I don't know if it was the victims, but we should take it for now.
Okay. Looks like H something. What was her full name? Oh, Hall. Okay. So I don't think that's a K. Oh, maybe it is if you. No, it doesn't look like it. I actually physically turned my head almost all the way around so that I could check. So pretty confident about that one. Let's look at logic. What do we have? We have two things. I'm not gonna do that yet. To build such a large ship out of chocolate is magnificent. As expected, Master Jeff, I want to try eating it. Although I have no idea where to start eating it from.
Anywhere should be fine. But if you start eating the crime scene, I'll make you leave.
What? Don't glare at me. Can't you tell it was a joke? I'd like Raymond to be just a little bit calmer. I'm gonna take a drink. I might have to change Bad's voice. That is killing me. It's like... It doesn't sound that intensive, but it's really bothering my throat. To build such a large ship out of chocolate... Okay. The voyage of the good ship Red Rum is written here.
It sailed the 7 seas, and in the end finally found a huge treasure, modeled after the glory of an ancient adventurer. It's written here.
So he failed 6 times. What an unlucky captain.
No matter how many times he went on a fool's errand, in the end...
That one's not really doing it for me either.
In the end, he reached the truth. It's just like a detective spirit.
Did detectives even exist during the ancient times? To build a ship out of... What's this? It seems that the stand supporting the ship has been broken. I bet that's what I have to do for logic. The ship tipped over and broke the treasure chest, didn't it? Maybe. Could the victim have been crushed by the ship and killed? If that were the case, this would have been an accidental death.
You two aren't serious about that, right?
Well, we were only discussing one of the possibilities.
I was being pretty serious, though.
Detective Ban, I would like you to tell me about the state of the victim.
If you mean a photo of the body, here, look at it all you like. It seems the victim was beaten to death with a blunt object.
Has the murder weapon been found?
You should try asking the prosecutor in charge later.
It seems he doesn't intend to tell me, frankly. So, may I borrow this photograph?
Sure, it's not a photo that was taken by the police. Ms. Hall took a photo of the body with an instant camera that she, with an instant camera when she discovered it.
An instant camera? Is that like a disposable camera? An instant camera is a camera that can develop its film right after taking a picture. Ah, such a convenient camera exists. Anyway, let's go over the state of the crime scene a bit. This photo, upon closer examination, contradicts the state of the crime scene. Oh, let's take a look. I don't have it. Okay. I'll have to deduce the contradiction to resolve this matter. Okay. Now I can look at it. So the ring is still there. I gotta take a look at the actual crime scene. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. Alright. Can we look at one on one side and one on the other side? No. Yeah, that sucks. I gotta play fucking... look at the picture shit. Okay. So let's just try to remember what's going on in the crime scene photo. Oh. Huh. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I wonder if... I don't think that can be it. I mean, if you look at the bottom right of the crime scene photo, it looks like maybe one of the pieces of the dessert is right there, that kind of diamond-shaped thing. But I don't know for sure. I really wish that they weren't at different angles. Yeah, I don't know what to deduce, really. Let's do logic for... Oh my gorb. Alright. Shamon! Yeah. Due to the broken stand, the ship lost its balance. It would seem Ms. Hall entered the room upon hearing the ship collapse.
Yeah, when Ms. Hall entered the room, the ship had already fallen over.
At any rate, I wonder why the stand broke.
Maybe there was something wrong with the ship's balance in the first place.
Is that really true? Alright. Wow, you know, in the front profile, like if you look at Bad's partner picture, for those of you who played the first Ace Attorney Investigations game, you can really tell how much younger he looks, I think, in that picture compared to the later games. Anyway. What? No, I want to go back. Oh, I was pushing the wrong button. I want to look at this thing again. I won't rest until I'm... Alright, okay, right. Okay, let's look at the picture again. Okay. This is lame. I'm gonna do a couple of things off camera. Specifically, I'm taking a screenshot, opening up Microsoft Paint, or Paint.net actually, which is a really nice Microsoft Paint alternative. Moving it down here, and then I'm just gonna stick the photo of the crime scene on there so that I can compare and contrast. If I'd known I was going to be doing this in advance, I would have just added it as a separate layer, but it's too late for that. Okay, so I've got that right there. I've got this right here. That looks the same. That. I wonder if that's different enough. You can see that, like, so this this right here, it's a bigger chunk in the in the picture, but I can't tell if that's just perspective. This looks about as fucked up as it did. This looks about the same. This is still there. The thing is, like, it's drawn in a different style, too. So I feel like whatever they want me to point out, it's gotta be, like, it's gotta be pretty obvious. And fuck! Whoops. Oh, okay, good. I thought I deduced by mistake. I actually just fat-fingered the logic button. I won't rest until I do. Alright, yeah, I'm not seeing anything immediately contradictory. I mean, this thing is still there. I guess the blood is gone, but I don't know if that's a big deal or what. I mean, I don't know if that was like the crime scene text or whatever, you know, just keeping shit sanitary. Yeah, I'm really struggling to see what is different in these photos here. I guess maybe... So I guess when I deduce, I'm probably going to have to say it's contradict any of the evidence I hold, right? And I don't know. You probably have to present this. Man. I'm completely stumped. Is there anything else I can examine? Maybe I'll just come back to that later. What's this? It appears to be a display of sailing equipment.
There's also the possibility that one of these is the murder weapon.
No, it looks like these pieces were all made out of chocolate. You can't beat someone to death with these.
Misleading.
At any rate, they all have such good workmanship that they look just like the real thing. It really speaks about the level of skill Mr. Master has in his craft. Dad, do you have any ideas about what the contradiction might be? Let's see. Is it safe to assume that the state of the crime scene has been preserved?
Crime scene preservation is the most important rule of an investigation. The body has been recovered, but besides that, it's been left untouched.
If possible, could you tell me about the condition of the body in more detail?
Ms. Hall took a photo of it. Be content with that, defense attorney.
Does this detective have a grudge against defense attorneys? I guess I have no choice but to investigate the contradictions of the crime scene myself. Thanks, that was really helpful. I know what to do now. Alright, fuck, whatever. I won't rest until... I'm sure that later on, when this is super obvious, I'm gonna be, like, really mad at myself. You know, like when I'm watching this again, I'm like, come on! Past Chief. What are you talking about? You can't see the contradiction. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, look at this shit. Like, it's drawn in a completely different way. Some of the set pieces just look different. Like, what do you want from me? Maybe it is this. I'm just gonna try... No, because you can't even examine that. Huh. I don't know. Maybe it'll work anyway. Let's just try it. Is this spot somehow connected to... This part is contradictory. It contradicts this piece of evidence.
This ship is confectionery. How sweet. Otherwise, we could board the ship and sail down the
Well, I'm glad I fucked this up now.
And sail down the chocolate river.
What an unpleasant dismissal. Let's calm down and inspect the crime scene once more. It feels like something that was here before isn't anymore. I don't see a goddamn thing, except the body. But of course the... No. I don't really see anything. Okay, let's move it closer to the screen. Right up here. Okay. Let's crop it. So that's... Yeah, well, let's really get into this whole editing thing here. Because right now it's the only thing that's going to help me get any closer to the body. Or, you know, to discovering what's amiss about the crime scene. The body and everything. Okay. So I am looking... Oh, did I just fuck up? Okay, no, good. Thought I might have... Okay. Thought I might have messed up my recording there for a second. So the body isn't there. The blood's gone. Let's try that. I don't fucking know. Welcome back to another exciting episode of Ace Attorney Investigations. Miles Edgeworth, where Chief has no idea what the fuck he's doing. Really? It was really the blood? Oh man, I figured that out like 15 minutes ago. I didn't think it was... I wasted so much time. Fuck, man. Whatever. Are you sure the only thing the police removed from the crime scene was the body?
They also took away the piece of cloth the body was wrapped in.
In that case, a major contradiction has been created at the crime scene.
Contradiction?
Detective Bad, please look at the crime scene carefully once more. The blood stain that should have remained at the crime scene has disappeared. I don't know why I didn't think that was significant. I'm dumb. Whatever.
I definitely didn't get any reports about the blood stain being cleaned up. I'll check with forensics.
Mr. Edgeworth, what happened? Comparing the photo and the crime scene, something struck me as being out of place. In the photo, the chocolate underneath the body remained intact inside the treasure chest. However, in the actual crime scene, it's missing. Huh? The chocolate with the bloodstain is completely vanished. I couldn't even tell that it was like chocolate and a blood, whatever. Yes, did the police remove it? Or is this the work of the criminal?
According to forensics, no one has cleaned up any bloodstains.
I see. Well, that would mean someone erased the bloodstain. Okay, so I feel like, based on this information, as of right now, I can go ahead and rule out Catherine Hall as a suspect, because, like, why would she take a picture of the crime scene as it was when she discovered it and then remove the blood? That would be weird. But, who knows? Maybe not. We'll find out.
Who knows?
Okay. And now let's get the fuck out of there. Probably have to put some logics together before we can move on here. Or maybe not. Throwing it out there. Come on. You fucking... I don't think these pieces will fit together. Well, alright, Greg, whatever you say. Looks like I'll have to start over. Alright, Greggy. Okay. So clearly there's still something I need to examine. Did I talk to these guys? What are you investigating? Sir, I'm checking the temperature of the stream.
What have you learned?
Sir, this stream has warm water. The stream is connected to the fountain in the patio and runs through every room. It's an unusual construction for a room.
The minds of the rich, I'll never understand. What about over here? Was there nothing suspicious in the cupboard?
No, sir.
So there was something...
Oh, no! Only things like cooking burners and tableware were placed there.
I see. Defense attorney, was there nothing that you noticed?
No.
So you did notice something.
Oh, no, I didn't notice anything.
Everyone's always giving replies that are difficult to understand.
I think it's your way of asking that's bad. That's bad. I think I did come over here. Yeah. So am I really done with this area? I already checked this area earlier, but it never hurts to take another look. What if I do have some kind of logic I need to do? Maybe because somebody was stealing one of the desserts? Okay, I was really pissing in the wind there, but I'm glad that worked. Each of Mr. Masters' works has a piece that was missing. Add to that the fact that the ship's chocolate stand was broken. I think we can surmise that someone ransacked this room. And the one who did it could be the true culprit. That, I don't know. But I think it's safe to say that the ship stand got broken when the room was ransacked. And when the ship fell over, it broke the treasure chest lid. I expect that the lid of the treasure chest was originally closed. There we go. Give me back all my health. Thank you. I didn't expect that that would actually happen. You know, all of it anyway. It seems our investigation of this room is just about over. Okay.
This should make it clear. Jeff Master is the culprit.
Why?
All the rooms in this mansion were locked from the inside, and the only way to open them from the outside was to use this key to the mansion.
Do you know who had the key?
Master was the only one with the key. There were no spare keys.
Okay.
By using the mansion key, Master could enter all the contestants' rooms. Of course, the key could also lock his room from the outside.
However, Mr. Masters' room is currently unlocked.
Yeah, that's why I suspect Master is the culprit.
I'd like to hear your reasoning in more detail. Ooh, okay.
If the body had been found in a locked room, Master would have been the prime suspect. That's why Master made sure to leave the door to his own room unlocked. And to ensure that the body would be seen, Master broke the lid on the treasure chest. After the judging, everyone was scheduled to meet in Master's room. That would have created the impression that the murder had occurred while he was away. Contrary to his expectations, the body was discovered by Ms. Hall. That's my reason for suspecting Master. Got that, Ace Attorney?
So you also think it was Mr. Master himself who vandalized this room?
Yeah. You defense attorneys believe that justice lies in trusting your clients, but I'm a detective. If I believed every poor sap's story, I'd let the suspicious ones get away.
I understand your reasoning thoroughly. However, I'd like you to hear my thoughts on the subject now.
Fine.
Detective Bad believes that he is right, but I won't give up so easily. I can't accept his reasoning. I'll have to show him evidence that contradicts it.
If the body had been found in a locked room, Master would have been the prime suspect.
Isn't it a little premature to suspect Mr. Master on those grounds alone?
It's a little premature for you to be objecting. Just wait until I'm done. That's why Master made sure to leave the door to his own room unlocked.
Let me look at my evidence again before I press. The only key that can unlock the rooms in the mansion was in Mr. Master's possession. The body was recovered by the police. The victim's body was found in a treasure chest made of chocolate in Jeff Master's room. The cause of death seems to be a hard blow to the head by a blunt object. Some circumstances are unclear. In regard, a part of the what? Sorry, that was awkward. Some circumstances are unclear. Specifically, we'll say, a part of the treasure chest and a bloodstain. All the desserts in Mr. Master's room each have one part missing. Before the ships fall, the treasure chest lid was closed. Alright. Design only special meaning. Made by Pierre Roquette. Jeff's fingerprints were found on it. Oh, I don't actually feel like examining this right now. Some of the finger marks in the chocolate frame, no fingerprints were found. Just starting from the left. Okay. Alright, let's keep pressing. He left it unlocked.
If the door had been locked, Master would have been the only one who could commit... Or Master would be the only one who could commit the crime.
Well, maybe the door just happened to be unlocked.
Then, maybe the body just happened to be lying in the open, waiting to be discovered. Runt. Do you think you can become a good detective with logic like that?
But I don't want to be a detective. I want to be a defense attorney. I hope he isn't trying to steal my apprentice.
Master had a reason to leave the door unlocked. And to ensure that the body would be seen, Master broke the lid on the treasure chest.
You believe the broken lid was Mr. Masters' doing?
Yes. If he hadn't done that, the body wouldn't have been found.
It doesn't seem likely that he would break his own work while he was judging the contest. That's right. Master Jeff would never waste a good dessert. On piece of cake, he even eats them while dancing.
That TV show is irrelevant here.
Detective Bad, you know about piece of cake? When I didn't even know of it. What? This is a surprise? This is a surprise? So, do you sing the song too?
That's irrelevant. Anyway, the one who broke the lid on the treasure chest was Master. After the judging, everyone was scheduled to meet in Master's room.
The judging began in Mr. Gustavia's room, right?
Yeah. I too was looking forward to seeing his candycraft. If you would like, I can put on a display of my candycraft for you right now. What do you think? It represents Sir Detective.
Oh, because it's a pig. Is that supposed to be a police dog?
No. This is a wolf.
Oh, okay.
A lone wolf. Not bad.
What would my candy form be? I'm kind of curious myself.
Moving on. That would have created the impression that the murder had occurred while he was away.
Do you know the time of the murder?
We're still waiting on the autopsy report.
Without the autopsy report, how could you have arrested Mr.
We don't know the time of death, but we do know when the body was discovered. Excuse me. I'm tired. It was discovered while Master was judging Dame Gustavia's room. I believe he let the body be discovered to create an alibi.
But that alone is not enough to arrest Mr. Master, right?
Who knows? That's all I intend to say.
Detective Bad, are you hiding something? Detective Bad seems adamant that Mr. Master is the culprit. I don't think Master Jeff would have broken his own creations. But why was the treasure chest broken then? Just think back to the situation in which the body was found. In doing so, we should be able to see the contradiction in Bad's reasoning. Okay, state in which the body was found. The body was found in the locker room. Master made sure to leave the door to his owner unlocked. I'm sure the body would be seen. Master broke the lid on the treasure chest.
Objection!
Good, I thought so. Originally, the victim's body was hidden inside the chocolate treasure chest. Miss Hall entered the room when she heard a sound. I think it is likely that this was the sound of the chocolate chip falling over.
Yeah, that's what you would think, just by looking at the crime scene.
You said that Mr. Master broke the treasure chest lid himself. But this photo shows that the ship's fall caused the lid to break. If the lid broke just before Miss Hall found the body, then Mr. Master, who was in the middle of judging, could not have broken it.
I never said that Master broke the lid directly. The ship was set up to fall during the judging. I believe he tampered with the stand. Objection!
Do you have proof he tampered with it?
No, but the investigation isn't completely over yet.
It seems they still haven't found anything conclusive. Have you found any other fingerprints, other than Mr. Master's, in this room?
Yeah, there was some left on the door. But the victim, Dover, and Master were also among the fingerprints left behind. Before we made our desserts, we all gathered here to have the judging explained to us. Perhaps that was when we left those fingerprints. Fingerprints, there we go.
But you didn't find any fingerprints on the works in this room.
What?
Someone tampered with the chocolate in this room. So perhaps there are other fingerprints on it, apart from Mr. Master's.
No matter what we find, it won't clear Master of suspicion. Labby, hurry up and dust the chocolate for fingerprints.
Roger that, sir. Roger that, sir. Whatever. Detective Bad! We found another person's fingerprints on all the chocolates in the room.
Whose fingerprints?
They belong to a pastry chef by the name of Delicia.
Good work. Return to the investigation.
Yes, sir. It would seem that there are other suspicious people besides Mr. Master after all.
I don't need a defense attorney to tell me that. I'm not stopping my investigation. We will just go and listen to what this Delicia has to say.
Delicia? Gustavia told us about her not long ago. Is she really a frightening woman who would do anything to achieve her goal? Mr. Edgeworth, this Delicia lady sounds... Ooh, got the hiccups. Mr. Edgeworth. What the fuck am I doing? Mr. Edgeworth, this Delicia lady sounds mighty suspicious to me. There we go. It seems that it will be necessary for us to speak with her directly as well. Detective Bad, Would you allow us to accompany you?
I'm not obligated to do that.
What?
But you were the one who discovered the truth of the crime scene. Fine, have it your way. Follow me.
Detective Bad, thank you. Detective Bad, sir. Are you sure about that? Right now, that prosecutor is in the room. Aw, shit.
Doesn't matter. Him and I don't see eye to eye.
Him? Who's that prosecutor in charge of this case anyway?
Manfred von Karma.
Yeah! One of my favorite characters in the franchise. We're about to meet him. What? Von Karma is in charge? That guy hasn't lost a case in 25 years. Manfred von Karma, the living legend of the prosecutor's office. If the rumors of his courtroom performance are to be believed, he's a man who would do anything for a guilty verdict. No matter what kind of prosecutor he is, I can only hold true to the path I believe in. Even though we're at 46 minutes, I'm going to keep going because I really want to find out what Delicia is like so I can pick a voice for her. And then also, I want to do Manfred's voice because he's really fun. He's great. He's awesome. Let me adjust my mic. Give me a little more diaphragm strength. Hoop! Oh, God. Alright. There we go. Wow, a candy castle. And there are even some fairies over there. Huh.
This room seems to be structured in the same way as Master's room.
But it's nowhere near as cold.
This room also seems to have been fitted with a temperature control panel.
Ah, it's over there by that orange lamp, right? Indeed. Let's not forget to investigate it later. Even so, this room is like something out of a fairy tale. Is this cream-covered castle Delicia's work?
Where is Delicia?
Oh my god. Oh my god. Hello, boys. I'm Delicia Scones. In my native England, I'm known as Ms. Delicious. Being called a boy, even though I'm already 34, it's certainly a rare experience. Oh, boys, I understand you calling me that, but Mr. Edgeworth? As far as I'm concerned, you're all boys to me, even that detective over there.
My name is Bad, not Boy.
Just how old is this woman?
Mr. Attorney, let's just finish our business here.
Right.
Yes. You! What do you think you're doing, conversing with a mere attorney?
He came out of the fucking candy castle. Mr. Edgeworth, a scary man came out of the candy castle.
Von Karma.
This man is Prosecutor von Karma? Manny! So he's von Karma. Pleased to meet you, Prosecutor von Karma. My name is Gregory Edgeworth, defense attorney.
Bah, I have no interest in the names of defense attorneys. After all, they only exist to be crushed by me.
What a rude man. That piercing gaze and furrowed brow. Ugh, he's even scarier than the rumors say. Although that statement was also very rude. Prosecutor von Karma, would you allow us to investigate too?
You think I would give information to a mere defense attorney?
As I thought, it won't be that simple.
However, I'll make a special exception for this room.
Why did he change his mind so quickly?
You, old bloodhound. Don't call me that. My name is Bad. Ha! A mere detective speaking back to me. I admire your courage at least. Bad. Stand watch and see to it that they don't misbehave. Why, me? I will not accept your refusal. Well then, I'll be investigating Gustavia's room next. I'm babysitting again.
I wonder why he and Von Karma aren't investigating together. Instead of being on bad terms, it seems like they hardly know each other. Mr. Edgeworth, now that we got Von Karma's permission, we can continue investigating. Yes, his manner bothers me, but I am glad we can at least continue the investigation.
Hold it. I also need to investigate this room. I don't want you disturbing the room, so you'll investigate after me.
What? Aren't you the detective in charge of this case? Why haven't you investigated this room yet?
The detective in charge of the initial investigation was a close colleague of Von Karma. I came to take over for him, so I only got to this mansion just recently.
So that's why he and Von Karma aren't investigating together. Detective Bad, will you allow us to investigate with you like before? In doing so, you'll be able to supervise us and also ensure we don't tamper with anything.
You want me to watch you? You're a strange lawyer. I'll let you stick around a little longer.
Yay! You did it, Mr. Edgeworth! Thank you, Detective Bad.
But if I decide you're holding up the investigation, you'll have to leave.
Yes, I understand. Well then, let's begin the investigation. Alright. Sadly, actually beginning the investigation is going to have to wait because we're up to the 52-minute mark. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. Next time, we're going to check out the Candy Castle, we're going to check out Delicia, and we're going to check out that forensic guy's butt.